Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting August 7th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all you Aquarius folks out there, remember, these weekly horoscopes are meant to talk about the energies that begin and end all in this week. You know, very seldom does anything happen for just one day, but, you know, some things only last for as long as those aspects last. And I know that August is chocked full of lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, Mercury retrograde, all that kind of stuff, and I do cover that in the monthly astrology horoscopes, which are in their own playlist on the main channel page. You can check that out after this one. But when I do the weeklies, I'm going to be doing things that are all about this week and this week alone. So it's in addition, not instead. I'm always trying to bring extra information in. I don't want it to just be a copy and paste job. So, that being said, also, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week? This week, it seems like the flavor of this week, you know, what begins and ends this week, is all Thursday and Friday. We've got Mercury and Venus in a very, very interesting sextile between your 6th house of work, reputation, and physical health, and your 8th house of shared resources and passive income. And Venus is going to actually be working over an opportunity to maybe communicate ways to explore some more intimate fantasies and maybe even become more comfortable with, you know, I guess you could say the physical acts of these things. Which is, you know, a bit smutty, so I'm going to leave that alone. But this could, the reason that's also very important is because I think that, you know, when it comes to the talk about, you know, physicality, you know, body image, comfort in your own skin, comfortable with intimacy, that's a very important subject for happy relationships as well. And there may actually be something that really alleviates a lot of that or brings an opportunity to do some serious work and healing in that area. This can also bring an opportunity for some kind of extra side project outside of work that you are actually doing to make yourself more popular, that also does kind of bring you new work opportunities on the side. You may find yourself doing some kind of activity or a new hobby that gets you headhunted for a better job down the road. This is very, very interesting. We've also got the Sun in your 7th house of partnerships, forming a lovely connection to Jupiter currently in your 9th house of broadcasting, government legal proceedings, as well as your, you know, international travel, your spiritual life, and there could be a wonderful opportunity in this energy to actually get ready to do some big exploration with a partner or a sweetheart when it comes to a new culture, a new academic undertaking. We're bonding over the expansion of our minds, you know, and Jupiter's already working on that expansion, whether it's, again, maybe we're learning a new language together, you could be finding new love potentials through school, or, you know, if you're in school or you're taking some kind of group study or class or course, and this is also going to, again, be dropping you and your partner in foreign territory, and, you know, maybe in a literal sense, maybe in a figurative sense, but it's the figuring it out, it's the learning, it's the adapting that really brings the two of you together. So it's a wonderful last 2 days of the work week. So what is going on with your cards, you may ask? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Fire Dragon. The Fire Dragon talks about a need to pay attention to where this week needs to be more invigoration, more, well, what in your life needs to be given a bit of a kickstart, given a bit of a jump start, given a bit more fuel. You know, when I think about the Fire Dragon, the key word of this card is amplifying. Okay, we talk about amplifying our voice, amplifying the energy of, you know, the work that we're doing, amplifying the productivity, or the, you know, or how far it reaches. You know, something in your life has been sort of set aside to do what it's going to do, but it needs to be amplified to handle more, or to be able to simply reach more, or do more, as the entity it is. And it's going to be your job this week to find out what it is. So the dragons always throw out some kind of mystery, I've noticed. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Hermit card reversed. And again, you're getting popular, you're getting seen. And with the Hermit card reversed, you may be finding out that there's an opportunity to get discovered, somebody coming out of the woodwork and maybe actually discovering you, you know, picking you, headhunting you, pulling you out of a crowd or pulling you aside with a prospect or an opportunity that has not, it's not self-indicative right now. All you folks who want to, talk about horoscopes, before the week begins, this will be a surprise that happens this week. It's not what you're already thinking. The Hermit card reverse can often show up as this is a new role or a new activity or a new something for everyone involved. And financially, I think that the Hermit card reverse can also be very nice for those of you who may be trying to drum up more hours business or even customers or clients for yourself. If you've been feeling like you're not getting noticed, things have been a bit slow, and hitting the August lull, that end of the summer lull or near end of the summer lull that we get here in the Northern Hemisphere, this will start to be an early turnaround for you. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Ace of Pentacles upright. And again, there's something in the offering. There's something in the offering coming your way, and I think that, again, this may be directed to you. And that's what I'm getting with the Ace of Pentacles upright. There's something being directed to you, and it's secure. I'm looking at the Ace of Pentacles and I'm seeing whatever this is something that's going to bear fruit. This is something that you could be able to count on for quite some time. One of the things about this is it also shows up as a new long-term, stream of income that could be in addition to what you're used to having, whether it's a collaboration that you're in, somebody offers to bring you in, bring you on board. This could even be something that you kind of join or team up with a person with as just something fun to do on the side. All in all, it looks like this week's all leaning towards the area of money with the cards when it comes to the astrology, when it comes to the tarot, but it's all in the good ways. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Empress card upright. And the Empress is kind of an interesting challenge because it challenges us to look and see, are we a good host? Okay, and when I say a host, I don't mean the host with the most, but, well, actually, maybe I do. The host, are we a good host of our space, a host of our lives, a host to others that we bring in? Are we a gracious host? Are we a considerate host? It's kind of like, do we bring people into our space or into our lives, and do we show them, our best by making sure that they have the best time? We all know good hosts versus bad hosts. There's a situation that comes with the Empress card upright that talks about, how you treat something when you bring it into your space says everything about what it's going to do to your space while it's there. And with the Empress, this could say a lot about what needs longevity as well, okay, or what needs to be infused with the opportunity for more longevity, because the Empress can talk about things coming into our lives that have an opportunity to stand the test of time. However, again, are we a good host in our space? Are we a good host when we are introducing somebody to our space, when we are, inviting people over, for instance, or we are dating, or we're meeting new friends? When people come into our world, maybe not over to our house, but into our world, are we a good host, or do we need to work on, some absent-mindedness that can sometimes get us every once in a while? You'll see what I mean and how this kind of has its results when you get, towards the end of the week. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Hangman reversed. And this card can actually serve to settle any kind of questions or quandaries you may be dealing with when it comes to a partner or a crush, especially one that's been on the fence. Whether they've been on the fence about a new undertaking the two of you are having, on the fence about coming up with an answer or a conclusion that you need, or on the fence about what to do with something you're both working on, like, a relationship with your children, or how to handle some kind of external responsibility. The Hangman reverse can often show where a person finally speaks up. They start contributing their opinions. They're no longer keeping silent. Sometimes it shows us that this person is not ready or able to do what is put on the table. However, sometimes it does. Again, it's a neutral card. They're coming off of the fence. There may be this could settle some serious confusion, though, because it will now give you the opportunity to make the informed decision on how to proceed with this individual, with this undertaking. So if you've had a partner sort of absolve themselves for a little bit, they're finally going to be contributing. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.